A Romanian Story. So I want to tell you all about something that happened during my time in Romania, Sibiu. First, I'll tell a little bit of the backstory. My ex-girlfriend lives in Sibiu, Romania. We've met online. This is probably like IDK 5 years ago or something. I am from the Netherlands, so I went there by plane multiple times. Every time when I was there, she told me all about Romania and the religion. Romania is a very religious country with many, many superstitious people. Normally, only the old and very religious people in countries like these are superstitious, but here even the young people were. The second time I was there, I booked a little cute apartment on Airbnb. It wasn't too expensive and the location was amazing, 3 minutes walk from the city center, right there in the old town. The apartment was a bit eerie, though. This was before I was into the occult and stuff. There were at least 30 mirrors in the house, but the one above the bed was just ridiculous. Imagine a very small round mirror with 100 branches around it, pointing to the outside. Something that was also a bit suspicious was the fact that every Monday a priest came to bless the house. Like something happened there someday. Okay, knowing all of this, let me tell you the story. We were walking a lot in the neighborhood and close, very close to the apartment, maybe 1 street further, was a huge abandoned orphanage kindergarten. My ex said that it has been abandoned for a long time. There was even an old subway entrance that went underground, but the subway hasn't been active for tens of years in Sibiu. There was a huge garden around it and it all was closed off for the public by huge fences. Us, being young and stupid, wanted to enter it, of course. So we asked her cousin and the boyfriend, and we planned a night, around 1 a.m., to enter that abandoned orphanage. When the day came, we all planned where and when to meet. Then her cousin sent her a news article. Something happened a few years ago in that abandoned building. There were some Satanists, that's what they called them, who illegally entered that building. They killed some cats and used the blood for rituals. I don't know what those people were, Satanists, lovers of the occult, or just some kids trying out a ritual from YouTube. It scared the shit out of my ex and her cousin, so they didn't want to go there anymore. Of course, I was very disappointed, because I was already very interested in the occult. That evening, when we were supposed to be hanging around that abandoned place, we decided to spend the evening inside instead. We were laying on the bed with the horrible mirror above it, watching some YouTube on our phones and eating some sunflower seeds. For Eastern Europeans, this will sound familiar, haha. Then suddenly my ex got very shocked and scared of something looking at the window. The window was one of those windows where you can't really see through, but you can see shadows and shades. I looked at the window too, but didn't see anything. Just a shadow in the shape of a head, which I thought was weird, because we were multiple floors high, and there was nothing in the backyard or close to our window that could have caused that shadow. Suddenly, I felt very, very cold, and we both smelled something horrible stinking in the bedroom. Then the shadow of the head started to move. It moved very slowly until it was out of the window, but just before it disappeared fully, we saw 2 horns appearing and then disappearing with the rest of the shadow. We couldn't move, and I'm telling you, I've never felt stranger. We looked at each other and immediately got dressed and went outside to a mall that was open. We closed those curtains and never opened them again in the time we were there. The next day, we checked outside that window, but we couldn't find anything that could have caused what we saw. There were no lanterns, no roofs, no roads with cars, no trees, just nothing. That was my story. I would very gladly hear what you all think of it and what you all think it could mean.